Well, another example related to all of this, and that is for Take Action News, we use the hashtag TAN. And all of us internally, we had a conversation when we started up the show and our sort of hashtags about, okay, would people be confused with tanning parlors? Explain how we're doing in terms of having our hashtag TAN versus, I don't know, somebody who wants to sell tanning parlors or warm vacations.
Well, we always do capital TAN, which all caps, which sets us apart a little bit. But it is an interesting thing. We did it because it's our initials. Take Action News is TAN. There is an element of, well, when people go to look at our hashtag, they're invariably going to see a lot of tweets with beautiful women in bikinis, and and women will get to see pictures of hunky men with great tans. I'm of two minds of this. There is a long history of tapping into that more prurient interest online to drive traffic. I recall that the Senate and House websites never really were being used by anybody until the House posted the Starr Report with its graphic descriptions of the Monica Lewinsky affair with Bill Clinton. And all of a sudden, so many people were going to the House website that it crashed, and then people thought that they could go to the Senate website to get it, even though it wasn't there, that they crashed that website. And ever since, those websites have been fairly prominently visited. There are all sorts of examples over the history of the online space where the porn industry and prurient interests have sort of catapulted certain features, like all the stuff we've been doing with streaming video, and when you see video chats and things like that, those were all pioneered by that industry because they could afford to lose money. So there is that element to the TAN hashtag, but more importantly, I think it's just our acronym, and we wanted to do that. Maybe we should be using TAN TV, but we have a radio show, so it's a little bizarre. But I think there's an advantage to having a hashtag that gets you into a larger community of people. Although whether it's the right community for us to be in, we will see.
Well, and speaking of hashtags, I guess we should also warn people that whether using a hashtag or keyword or whatnot, that Twitter and YouTube, for that matter, they're now doing a much better job now than they were, say, 5 or 6 years ago of finding the people who may be using either hashtags or keywords that may suggest one thing that when it's really something else. So I know, like, for example, certain who shall not be named were trying to drive up their video traffic by embedding keywords that had nothing to do with their video, but everything to do with sex and adult films and whatnot. And YouTube made it very clear that, no, that's a no-no.
Yeah, that's a real big... I worked for a company many years ago and discovered that our primary competitor had invisible text on its homepage of all the keywords they wanted to be found, and one of it was the name of our company followed by the words "bad analysis." And I just happened to kind of drag my mouse over the screen accidentally and highlighted these. It was white on white text, so you couldn't see it. And all of a sudden, I highlighted it and saw the text and went, "Whoa!" Reported it to the head of my organization, and our lawyers sent a cease and desist note to the other side, and they got it down pretty quickly. So you're always, but the more you try to game the search engine algorithms and the Twitter algorithms and the Facebook algorithms, the more you ultimately will get punished once it's discovered, because the algorithms then get written in a way to disincentivize those tricks. So it's a constant battle back and forth between the companies that are monitoring and using the tags in their algorithms and the people who are trying to game it. And in the long run, gaming is never as effective as organic strategies.
Excellent stuff from Alan Rosenblatt, Dr. Digipole on Twitter. Alan, thanks as always. We appreciate it. Have a great weekend, my friend.
You too, David.
Alan Rosenblatt, Dr. Alan Rosenblatt, social media. Remember, if you missed any part of this segment, you can always catch it on iTunes or Stitcher or on our YouTube channel, Take Action News TV. Coming up next, it is Activist of the Week, and we have a special one for you. We'll do that after this.